Hello, hello. Hello. Oh man, there was just the electricity issue happened. So I again started the part 2 of the stream, and I was having conversation with the guy. Don't know if he again finds my stream. Right. I will just update. Hello man, welcome to the stream. I've just started the part 2 because of some electricity issues. I have restarted the stream. Welcome to the stream, man. Okay. So in the stream that we did, I think minute ago, we did revisited two problems, right? Like we were going to solve new problems, right? Like we were picking, but in between the electricity got cut. So yeah, you can see it's already been like this. I will pick. I was picking finding those problems, right? Hello, man. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I also taken the same course as yours. Like I'm also in BCA. But again, just put it down. Like when you will pick the call, then just okay. Can you guide me with the DSA roadmap? Like I've kind of done C++. Okay, basic errors, like how it works and all. Okay, just I think first I should start with yours. So you have done basic. Okay, like I'm also doing it in C++. Like started it. So okay, just wait. Okay, like we will have to like pick one person at a time. Like I'm not that much expert, but I can give a general advice. Basic arrays and likes. But okay, so we have done basic arrays. Like, have you like started solving problems on LeetCode? Like, I'm talking with Mridul at the time. Okay, Mridul, have you done like, are you have you started doing problems on LeetCode? Hmm. Okay, so what's the case? Like, what I do, I just when I started, hello man, welcome to the stream. No, not yet. Like I'm on Code Chef and Geek for Geeks, but haven't started Code Forces. Oh, okay, okay. So like what I did initially when I started, I was following this playlist from Apna College. But after time, I have like from the past few weeks, like past 1 or 2 weeks, I'm not following this playlist that much for DSA. And soon I will be starting recursion. Like I am following the topics according to this playlist, but not following this playlist. Um, nowadays. Like I pick problems from ChatGPT. Like I give prompt that okay, I've done this. You do give me problems based on my current level, right? And what I do, I just don't learn DSA on from YouTube, right? Like there's my Discord server. Like this is a type of a community where I have like started these collaborative study rooms, like where people can join and have discussion on any topic. Like you ask for okay, you have done a basic C++, right? Like basic arrays, and you have just started it. So you can jump into the room and we can have discussion about okay, what are arrays? So what level are you on right now? Like according to a comfort level, we can have discussion on that. And yeah, roadmap is that just you need to follow a course for like as a beginner and just try to solve questions and practice solving the questions and revisit when you have done a question. You should make sure that you revisit that question so that you get to see more new patterns, right? Okay. And don't you think that these questions are like become a little bit irrelevant today, like asking for a roadmap, right? Like there, every second person will give you a roadmap, right? Even I can take a roadmap from ChatGPT or any chatbot. Everyone can give you the roadmap. But like what I did, so like got to know that it's just not about YouTube that you learn about DSA, right? Like you learn DSA from. Mm, there is also other ways like what I do. Like I have completed basic arrays, vectors, strings, and now I am on 2D arrays, right? Two-dimensional arrays. And recently I've started these things in my Discord server. I can provide the link so you all can join. Here you can share what you are doing on a daily basis, right? Like you can share what you have done today or like on a daily basis. You can share if you're working on a project, maybe you have a complete project, you can share that. And here is the thing that I have like just started in it in an experimental way and it's working. And what is that? Like I don't want to be that kind of guy who is just doing it on live, like coming live and just solving problems alone. Like I'm just solving problems alone. You guys are just able to see me solving these problems. I think that is not a good case. Instead, what we can do, like you also can join the Discord server or maybe the live. You can give me suggestions on problems or maybe in the Discord. Like I do come in the Discord after the streams. Okay, we do have discussions about the problems I solved today, or maybe we take a new problem and just start discussions about it. Like this is not just limited to DSA, it can be development. Like we can have discussion about what is div tag, right? What why we use div tag, what is and like topics ranging from you can say as minimal as 2 pointers to dynamic programming, right? Like it's just a new server, like there are not so many people. At this time, we have around 42 members in the Discord. So if you all want, you can join the Discord, like it is highly recommended for now. And like I will recommend joining the Discord. Okay, it is highly recommended for all of you. And here there is some global resources. You will find some resources from like related to DSA. Like if you are going to do it in C++, there are some resources that I have tried to share for Java. These are the things for JavaScript and some other things like web development from where you can start like the good resources, right? And like these are the things in a Discord server. And I will not say to you that you should subscribe to the channel right now. Okay, like you don't have to subscribe. Subscribing can be done anytime, right? But for now, you all can join the Discord server, and it is highly recommended. Like, what happens when you do start sharing what you are doing on a daily basis? So, like, it just makes us a little bit responsible. Okay, like there are people in the Discord who are waiting for me so that I give the update. So you give the update, you get reactions on that, or maybe you shared a project, you get a review of it, like how was it, what you can improve, like if you want any suggestions, right? Like I know there are also other type of Discord servers you will find from like every second YouTuber you will go to any channel who is like doing live streams as they are solving DSA problems on live. But this will be a little bit of a different type of Discord. Okay, so you can join it. It is highly recommended, and subscribing is a secondary thing that can be done anytime. When you will feel that this guy is learning something good, okay, or we are learning something from him, or like we are getting some value, then you can subscribe. Just it just shows the number of subscribers. It's just a number. It's not reflects that how good uh YouTuber is or what he has done, right? Like there are so many guys who have millions of subscribers, but the content, if we go and watch the content, it's just like, yeah. Now I think we should pick problem for I was kind of now following rising brilliance. Yeah, I know it's just not what I'm unable to join my brain. Unable to feature my brain with the thoughts of restarting again. Okay. But you will have to go topic wise, right? Like you pick 2 pointers. Okay. So that can be the approach as a beginner. Like you can do follow a playlist as a beginner till like good amount of topics, like when you will have covered like good topics and good algorithms, right? Because data structures are different and algorithms are different. And Krishna, are you still here? Are you still here, Krishna? And I can see your deleted messages. So and please don't delete your messages as like what you paste here, right? Wait, I will just change the. So I have to see change some things in the stream settings. Okay. Now I will just. Oh wait. I just forget to turn it on. We just- Okay, so I think we are back. Yeah, we are back. So now I will start solving the problems. Like I was trying to find those problems, but don't know where it's gone. So if Krishna, if you're still here, you can just tell me if you're here so that we will jump on to what is your like doubt regarding your college studies, right? Whichever matters. Okay, man, it's not available on this. So what we will do, we will try to pick another problem. That was the third problem today. Like we are supposed to solve one problem. Okay, we are supposed to solve according to the objective. And I initially thought, okay, these problems will be available, but these are not available. Just okay. So what was the question? As you are in BSA, right? You had taken BSA. Oh, sorry, BCA. Okay. How I can, how I should read? Okay. But why? Like, why is that the case? Hello, man. Welcome to the stream. Like, what do you think? Like, why are you not able to study? And can you tell me, like, what are your subjects in that particular? Like, you're in BCA. Like, as a first sem student, I have the subjects as, like, in total, I have 5 subjects. And you want my roadmap website? For what, brother? Um, like, do you want a review of your project? Or is, okay. But like, what it's for? Like, okay, there will be list of questions, right? Like that you have created a list for yourself. Like Krishna, I have subjects as computer programming and communication skills. Oh, okay. Discrete mathematics and finance and economics and some electrical and electronic circuits. Like these are the subjects. Like first you have to tell me your problem, right? Like in a good way. Then we can get to a solution, like how you can study in an effective way. Okay, so you want to share it? You know what you can do is you can share it in the Discord. You can join the Discord. Okay. Bro, I am 2 minutes late for this stream because internet problem. Okay, is the internet problem fixed now? Is your network back? I think your network is back, right? Like I was asking, what do you think? What your problem is? Hmm. Okay, I've gave you the Discord link. You can join in and just. And Krishna, if you are having internet problems, you can also join the Discord server. Like this is, you can have interactions there. I do come into the Discord after the streams, so you can just paste your doubt or like what you want to ask, and like you can ping me anywhere. Like I'm on LinkedIn or yeah, like I'm on LinkedIn or Discord server. You can ping me anywhere, or like we are in the live chat. If you are still having those internet problems, so you can join the Discord, and like anyone can join the Discord. It is like I'm trying to create a community of good people who can help each other grow together, right? I don't just want to learn DSA alone like this in a live stream. Like in this format. And yeah, we do meetings after the stream and where we discuss about topics. So you can also join those. So that problem is not available. We were going to pick another problem, right? It was now that this should be available. Matrix boundary traversal. Okay, it's available for practice, but it's not on lead code. Mm, okay, I was thinking why not pick problems which are like available on lead code based on 2D arrays, right? but it's not. If I write about metrics, will it give me some problems? Final metrics. Okay, but these are the problems. We have to pick in another stream. So what we can pick? Maximum matrix sum. We can take this. Okay, not this. Okay, wait. Not this. We have to pick another. Go check this out. Have you shared anything? Um, if you will, try to paste the link, it will not be like I will not be able to open those links because YouTube doesn't allow. But yeah, if I will share you the link, you will be able to open that. I think this is the way to protect from links, like unknown links. Hmm. Check this out in Discord. So where you have shared it, man. I think okay. Have you created this by own or like by yourself, right? You just wait. Maths. I will check it out after this stream. Okay, maths and business communication like difficult subject. I'm Hindi background, so I have problem. This I don't know how to write all this in paper. Why couldn't? Then I think okay. Yeah, we can check it out after the stream. Okay, I will check it and give it a review on it. Okay, so great man. There are just some topics included in maths. If you will try to study that, you will be in a good position. Like those topics will not need that much time. Like you don't have to give that much time, right? Krishna, you don't have to give that much time. Like I think you have discrete mathematics, right? Like so, there are some topics I followed. You can just read those topics. Okay, I think if you want to cover the maths parts, it will not take more than maybe you will be in a good position in the next 2 weeks. Okay, if you do start according to my plan, like what I followed, there was a list. I prepared it with the help of ChatGPT. Inside that, I included those topics, which is present in discrete mathematics, and like it was like if you don't know maths, like you don't even know maths, you are not good at maths. So even that case, you will be able to study according to that, and like you will get good in mathematics. And for business communication, you can use ChatGPT. Like you can just give the chapter, like which you the content of your book, like on which chapter you are, on which, and just try to ask questions. If you are using Hindi, you can use that and just try to ask. Okay, I have this. I'm in first semester of BCA. I have this subject, and in this subject, I have these topics to be covered. I don't know. I am just unable to read what I should do. Like you, like you can. get a plan from the chat GPT. You can use YouTube, right, to study about business communication. Okay. Okay. I was just explaining this guy a little bit about what he can do. After that, we can check the your website, web app. Okay. And as for the English, you just the things, right? As you have already been through this system, through the education system in for like in India. But I think if you was from Hindi background, right, then even in that case, you will not be. I think you don't have to take that much pressure. Just you, if you will give time, then will also not be a thing that will be harder for you. Um, okay, so what you can do is you can join the Discord. You can tell me about your problem, and maybe you can send me a private message, or maybe in the general or this channel off topic. You can share what you like, what is your problem in a good detailed way, like, and yeah, we can try to help you. Like there are also other students like you who are in from Hindi background, okay, who find hard to talk in English or maybe read subjects in which English is being used, and like there are tons, so many members who can help you in the Discord regarding these things. Like you are not able to study these subjects, okay. So now we will try to open this. Okay, this is just a fake account. Just wait. So why it's giving me the error? It's giving me the error, right? The supplied auth credential is incorrect. Oh, okay. So this is the type of a dashboard of. Okay. Hash map strings. hash map. Wait, man, you have created. These are what? These are small searching topics. Topics. Oh, okay. So all topics are like you have put it into a category of this category. Right? Okay, thanks. Yeah, man, just don't forget to join the Discord. Hello, man. Welcome to the stream. Click on resource. Welcome to the stream, man. Not topic wise. It's pattern wise. Okay. These are the stats for okay. Study statistics. So these are the same. Click on resource. Like where is resource? If I okay. Yeah, but this was very fast. Like I just clicked it and that's just got open. Hello, yeah. Um, so it created it for personal use, right? So is it for your personal use or now when I have to give you some XP for this. mm, Okay. Yeah, we can use it. Like it was for a personal use. You did wipe coded, but yeah, it can be a useful thing to track what topics have you done, what type of problems have you done in that, and right. You can give you okay for a beginners, right? So it will be. I can give you. I think you are already on some level. Hmm. We really thought you were the guy who solved. Hmm. Hmm. Arcane, arcanism. Hey man, you have just started doing DSA problems. Like, are you watching the stream or you are in the Discord? Okay, now I will go to the problem on LeetCode. Man, it's also not available. So we have to pick another problem, right? Just wait. Okay, so yeah, I was just going to ask for the problem, right? Like that Discord is being a little bit active. You can see some people are just having interactions. So I was just watching what's happening. Yeah, but I will do have to pick another problem because those are not available. And I will have to end the stream just after solving a one problem because it was supposed, but I am unable to find those problems. I think it was available, right? Okay, we can do this. We can try this. One problem was available. Long time here I'm buddy. Long time no see. Hello man, welcome to the stream. So yeah, I have also started some new things. Have you seen those things? Like we did have some discussions, like some study sessions. Discussion. We can say a discussion session where we did have discussion about. We did started with discussion about arrays and some other things. And I do join Discord, like these rooms, where you can join in and share your screen, and we can have discussion about any topic, right? Yeah, I do remember you. So where you were, like you have came after a long time. Great. And like I'm trying to when you are discussing. I'm just like from the past uh, few days, I'm just after the stream I do join it and just have discussions. Not in the live streams because the format is a little bit different. Maybe I will do it in future. Okay. And you know what? Yeah, you can also join in and just like I want working on this type of thing. Like this is a experiment. Okay, this is in an experimental way, and it's working. Soon we will be implementing stronger systems so that it can be more interactive. So that like it just doesn't feels good. Like I'm just doing it on live, right? Like I'm I'm learning the things online, but what about you guys, right? Who are watching me? So just try to implement that. So also the other people who are in Discord, they can be in the study rooms and just do their study, right? At the right time, they can have interactive problem solving together, or maybe discussion on a topic, right? As we can pick a topic like sorting, okay, we can have discussion about what is sorting, what type of sortings can be done, or what are arrays, or what are two pointers, arranging to dynamic programming. Like, yeah, but just the number of members are not that much, but yeah, I will try to bring more like members who will join the things and have interactive study, and the community will grow. Okay, just wait, I will be back in a minute. Okay, I'll be back. Yeah, I think he's gone. It's an easy level problem. Okay, what we have to do in this problem is that we have been given a square matrix. Okay, like a matrix, we have to traverse the matrix like the boundaries of it. Okay, leaving the values which are in between those. But how we can do that? Oh, just wait, I forgot to add the whole map. Just wait. Today, due to the internet issue, just the stream got a little bit disturbed in between. So yeah, we will again start that poll. So uh, just wait. Okay, now again started the poll, and yeah, now we will do try to do the things. Mm. And you know this the app like which she did whiteboarded. He was older member of our community, right? He's an older member of our community. He did so this first thing, like think this thing for the first time, and he got active into the Discord and just he tried to share it with us. So that was the case. Now what I think is what we should do in this problem is we have to traverse the boundaries, and as you can see, boundaries are we have to put those values into the another matrix. right? Like it will be in clockwise manner, like how the clock moves, and we are first giving these values. So boundary values are 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, 8, 12, and 16, right? As you can see, the number of rows and columns are the number of elements in other rows are different, right? It is not the matrix is not a square matrix, right? That's also the case. After that, 16, 15, 14, and 13, 19, 5, and 1. If it if it was a square matrix, then that case, what we could have done is just wait and be back. Oh no, what are the things are just happening? Just wait. I'm just yeah. If it was a square matrix, okay. In that case, if it was a square matrix, in that case we could have done the things like, okay, we are on first row. We will first traverse the first row, and after that, uh, when we will be on the last column, just we will stop the row counter like on the row which we are, and just after that we will traverse according to the like we will switch the rows. Like how it will be done, it is a easy level problem, right? Let's try to think about it. We have rows, right? We have rows. I will name it as matrix so that will be easier to remember the name. Columns. Okay, we got the number of columns and rows. After that, what I think is first we can traverse the right. We will have to traverse the first row, right? Like the whole first row will be traversed. So okay, 0 I is less than rows and I plus plus. I don't think that we have to do I plus plus at this point. Just it is at the very first row, right? And here we will run. We can run another for loop, and it will be another pointer that is pointing at columns, right? And the columns can increase. So sorry, j plus plus, right? It is j. So j plus plus. And here what we can do is, um, but I think that these values will be put in a new matrix, right? Okay, let's try. But and you can see we have given the output in a vector format, right? Like in a array form. So we will just create a vector, simple vector, and name it as the result. In the result, we can push these values that okay, I is at this column will increase. So we can put push back values current matrix, the current row and current column value. And Okay, after that we have done this. This is not the whole code, right? Now I'll have to take the help of the AI a little bit. Like, not in a way I will try to quiz. I will give him the task, the task to quiz me, right? Like what we did yesterday. Uh, I do have not be left with time today. I got it supposed to be in a good way, but I think today I should do it in this way, right? Uh-huh. Okay, wait. We can use the same. Okay, now I am on this new problem. Now we will again do the same thing, like how we solve the transpose matrix problem, right? He will not. It will not give me the code. It will just quiz me so that we get to the answer. It will try to ask me what is that, what is given. I have written code till this point, but you have to quiz me. Like, you have to get the answer from me. Don't give me the code. Okay, let's see how it works. To the man, it was going a good way. When we did started today's stream, the first part. Okay, but yeah, it is divided already, so we don't have to think about that. But when the electricity issue happened, it just disturbed the flow, right? But we are again back. We- But I think in this part we have to check. Okay, ask me some questions. We traverse the first row. Next step, we have to go clockwise, right? The right boundary or left boundary. So in this case, it will be right boundary. Like it will be like top, top, right, bottom, and left. Okay, a top, right, bottom, and left, like in a clockwise manner, as you can see. Um, okay, so that loop will run on outer loop. Outer loop will run for columns, right? And inner loop columns for outer loop and rows for inner loop. But I think what we can do is there is a way, right? There can be a way that I was thinking about. Um, like, can't we traverse it in a backwards manner? Like, if we try to see it, columns. Okay, okay. Just first we will try it by self, and then after that we can see. Okay, we don't have to increase that, right? Column will be the same. So okay, column will be Can't we do it like this, like the last column, right? So in every row, it will be the last column, right? So for j is equals to 0. Yeah, we have to go to the zero from the zeroth row. And it can be j, it can be I, right? So like because it's running for the columns. So we can write the name of these as this, and I is less than rows and I plus plus. And every time in this part, we will push back the values of matrix at ith row and jth column, right? Yeah, I think this will be the logic. Oh, wait, I didn't want it to run. If matrix only have one row and one column. Okay, so in that case, I think just we have to return the matrix, right? We have got this, and I think like this. And yeah, the third question you asked, we can directly return it as it as it is. But okay, we think okay, we are on the last column, right? We are on the last column. In this case, we are on the last columns. So it will only run for the loops for the rows, right? Just the rows will change, but but will it also be the same for this row? Like this has extra element. Will it be behave as the last column? Maybe it can behave in that manner, but I don't think so. Or I think we can initialize maybe it with a condition. Okay. Now, okay, J is all already fixed, right? Like because we are doing it, J is not. J is presenting the last column. Okay. Next step will be what? Next step will be we have to traverse backwards in a backwards way for these columns, right? So for traversing it in a backwards way, what we can do, okay, we were already on last row, right? Like we have already reached the last row. So in that case, we can run a loop on columns this time. G++. And in this case, but it will be for, don't it be for columns? Okay, we have to do this for columns and this more than, sorry, to zero, like the zeroth column, j minus minus, and we can pick the values in a backwards way that can be pushed back into the result vector. And I think this will be right. Like we will be on the last row, right? According to this, we will be on the last row as it is. Yeah, it will be the last row, and column is decreasing every time. So we initialize it with the last column and going to the first column till j is less than equals to zero, right? Okay, more than or equals to zero. It will be more than or equals to zero, and we have filled those values. Then we will be on what will be the case? We are on the this column right now. We have to fill, but there's a case. Now we are left with only two values, right? As you can see, we have to exclude the this value and this value. How we can do that? Now we will go till the row till excluding the first row, right? So what we can do, we can start the row with the second last row and excluding the first row. Like we will go till the second row. So for that, we are on the last, we are on the very first column. Okay, in that is at that this point we are at the last very first column. So rows can start from rows -1, but it will start from the, I think you doing it from the second last value, right? So it will be -2. Mm, yeah, because I think okay, so we can give it a try. So now we are on second last row, right? And I will go till I is more than or equals to the first second row, right? And I plus plus. Sorry, I minus minus, because we are going back, traversing backwards. So in this case, we are pushing the value into the result vector, that is matrix current row and current column. That is the very first column in this case. And if we, in the end, we can return the vector, right? But I think there is also a edge case, right? That the Copilot was talking about. Okay, we can fix the issue after this writing the code. I think this tricky case will get after thinking why one I have got to this point. But even if I have gave you, even if I gave you the code, you will still quiz me. You will have to get the answer from me, not you. Okay. We have okay. Okay. For the duplicate elements. Okay. Yeah, because in this case, like when we traverse this, this value will be included again, right? Um, then we will traverse this, excluding this, and at this part also. Okay, we did traverse the first row. Okay, it did that. Then but I think we don't have to increment the rows as in the first. We will have to pick the values which are in the first row, right? So why we will disturb that part instead of that? Yeah, but I think we have got to a little bit of logic. Just there are some points. I think we have traversed it in a little bit wrong way. I think this will be fine. Mm, now we are filling row wise. Okay, so it will start from the first this row, right? At this point, and we'll go till the last row and last column. We pick those values and fill it, right? Then after that, this value should be excluded. And to exclude that value, we have to start the columns with the columns, but it will not be. I think it's again a little bit wrong. It's saying I should increment, but why? That we will be out of the loop. Eyes, okay, and row, sorry, I plus plus. It will be something like that. We are not going on to the next row, right? In the first, and but when we will increase I, it will break that part and they will be out of the loop. Like we also have to get out of the loop. In this part, it can be when rows are increasing, right? So rows are increasing. Great. Hello man, welcome to the stream. So here J is not fixed for our right boundary. So what we can do it is with this and we can use this operator. J is equals to columns, right? -1. Hmm, I don't know if it's allowed like to write this in this way. Hmm, till this is true, we are just traversing the right boundary, right? And this is done, and we are picking values from this second and this row, right? And this row also. And after that, this is the third loop. In this loop, we are going with the second last column, right? The second last column. Hmm. Okay, man. So first of all, welcome to the stream. Um, if I tell you about myself, how I started it with YouTube. Okay, like I was learning a little bit of web development from a teacher, like not learning something. She was just, giving advices on how we should study subjects, how we should prepare for development or DSA. Then I got to know, okay, this teacher is teaching this DSA, and this is her new course. So I just thought, okay, let's give it a try. So I give it a try, and it worked for me. Like right now, if I tell you, first you will have to pick a playlist, okay, like a course. It can be from any YouTuber, not just this YouTuber. Okay, I picked this and I have covered some topics. But what I do right now, like today is day 52, right? And from the past 1 or more than 2 weeks have been passed. I don't follow this playlist that much. Like I follow it to like just get into the order of topics, like in what order I have to follow the topics. But I do pick problems, like I go on ChatGPT and ask it, okay, I have done this topic, uh, I have done this topic, and you give some problems based on that. I know I have covered these things till now in the DSA. So I pick problems for there and try to solve it on LeetCode or any other platform where it's available. And this is not the single resource which I follow, but what you can do is you can pick any good playlist, okay, that you will find after like when you will do the research, okay. So you can try to find that playlist and just like stick to it until a point, until a good amount of time, like until you have covered some good topics, right? Like some data structures and some basics of it, like algorithms, some basic algorithms. You can do it in any language, language doesn't matter. Like even I'm doing this in C++, but it will not matter. Like you will, like DSA is a type of thing which helps you, like when you will start learning that, you will not find difficult to switch languages. Like if you want to go into Python from C++ or maybe JavaScript, then you will find that, okay, some of the core things are same, right? Like arrays are same in of the languages, and vectors and all the algorithms will be the same, just the writing style will be changed. So just the syntax of writing, the writing code will be changed. And the advice will be, You just when you start it, just please don't change the languages again and again. Like in the starting, you should stick to a language. Okay, like whatever language you pick, you should first stick to it. Like what people do is people normally on a normal they just pick some playlist and just switch between playlists. Like first they try to learn it in C++, then they try to learn it in using Java. Okay, then Python. Like they just switch playlist, and what it just uh, makes us confused, right? Because like when you don't even know about DSA and you are just switching languages, then how it will help? Like then you will have to again and again learn about new syntaxes and what is in the new language, right? Like first you have to strengthen the skills of these DSA, right? So in the initial part, you can pick any language, but yeah, the languages are you talking about? The uh, the number of resources in these languages as Java or C++ is like there are so many there is so much content on DSA using these languages like DSA, Java and C++. Yeah, on YouTube you will find DSA playlist based on Python or JavaScript. You can also follow that if you want, but yeah, if you are a beginner, so I think you should stick to a playlist in the as a beginner. Welcome, man. And you know what you can do is you can you can join the Discord. Okay, like here is my Discord. We do you can share what you are doing on a daily basis as you have started, right? And like you can share anything. Like if you are working on a project, you can share that. If you maybe you have a complete project, you can share that. We can review it. Like there are also the members in the Discord like us. Like they're also college students, and some of them are in third year, fourth year, or some of them are just have started. So we do can have interaction there. You can share projects or like anything. We can have interactions there, and we do have started these study rooms. You can join any room, and we can have discussion about any topic, like any topic related to DSA or development, right? I'm also just a beginner, man. I'm a beginner. Hey, can you tell me, are you in college and in which year you are at the right time? At this time, you are in college, right? And yeah, you don't have to subscribe right now. Okay, you can subscribe anytime. You can consider to subscribe when you will feel that okay, this guy is learning something. Okay, this guy is learning something, or when you feel that okay, I am getting some value from him, or I am getting some learning from this guy, then you can consider to subscribe to the channel. Because subscribing is a secondary thing, like it can be done anytime, right? It is just reflecting the numbers. Okay, so are you a fresher or like I think you have just started the college, right? Great, man. But yeah, joining the Discord is highly recommended more than subscribing. Okay, subscribing can be done anytime because when you will find that this is a right guy, then eventually I think that things will automatically happen. So what do you think about me? Like after seeing, like I don't just solve DSA problems. I am also in web development. Like I've started learning it nowadays. I am on like JavaScript. I have started learning that. At the same time, I am working on a project like this will be a web app, and it's just in a development phase. Like in a very initial phase, when we start a project. Hey, can you take a guess in which year of college I am? And even you can ask, like, use AI or chatbots to have a discussion. Okay, I want to start DSA. I know, maybe you know some things. Maybe you have, about any. You have an experience of using any programming language, right? Okay. When I'm explaining that in a faster way, like today, like I wanted to end the stream a little bit early. This is the part 2 of it. Like I started it before, but just it got disconnected in between because of some electricity issues. Like it is part 2 of it. Okay, and I did this part 1 hour ago, and this is part 2. I have just restarted again after the break. Sorry, after the electricity issues got fixed. Yeah, we were solving this problem at the right time. Today I was supposed to solve one problem, so I picked this. Great, man. And thanks for coming to this stream. And don't forget to joining Discord is highly recommended. If you join it, I think it will benefit you. Like I don't want to just study alone. Okay, like you are watching me. Okay, you are watching me. But what will happen? Like, are the people getting to understand? Okay, I am learning, but what about you? Are you also getting some value? Are you also able to learn something new by coming onto my stream, joining my Discord, right? Like this should not be just like, okay, there are some members or just people are joining it in a blind way, right? So okay, you can join it. We can have some discussions like what we do on a daily basis in the Discord. There are these study rooms. What we do there. Okay. Hello, man. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Welcome to the stream, man. What thing are you asking about? This problem. This is on 2D arrays. Here we are doing matrix boundary traversal. Like we have to pick the values which are on the boundaries and just put it into an array. Like I think we have to put it into an array. That's what I'm writing the code for. Me, you're talking, asking from me. Like I'm on 2D arrays. As a beginner, I've covered arrays, vectors, and strings till now. Right now, I'm on 2D arrays, and I'm solving this question. And soon I will be starting with recursion. As you know, that topic is very much famous between people due to its hardness, I think. Yeah. Oh man, like everyone have their different pace, right? Like everyone have their different factors or things. I have done some two pointers question. No, no, I'm just being. I'm not solving this on. I'm like picked it as just for myself. Like it was in my mind. Like I have to pick this, so I just picked this, and yeah, I do follow this playlist on YouTube. Your netto file, right? Like you can check it from like in my profile. Like if I go to two pointers, like I don't track all the things. Like what problems is like the most needed to be solved. Right? I have done this problems. As you can go in the list and just check what problems I have solved. I think I have solved some good problems based on two pointers. Yeah, man. What do you think? Like when I have started, like you're just judging on the basis of only that I am on day 52. Yeah, man, these type of advice I get like every other day, But I'm not just learning these DSA. Like at the same time, I'm learning to like trying to learn web development, and it's just, bro, are you are studying from? Hello, man. Welcome to the stream. Hmm, don't know. Like if I will start to follow every other people advice, what will happen? Do you guys think that I will be able to focus? Like there will be so many guys out there, right? If I will start to follow every other's advice, what will happen? Right? Okay, man, it can be in your case, but like it's my case. I'm just doing love to do it in this way. And greedy, you're talking about greedy problems. So I've done some of the greedy questions based on greedy algorithm. But I think people know. Okay, people know the things. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to keep be consistent. Just the things are eating up our time, I'm just not getting time. Like if I will do it on a basis on like if I do it on every third day or fourth day, then I think it will be good. But I'm trying to do it on a daily basis. That's why, and it's the first time like I have picked any programming language. It's the first programming language, and like I'm doing DSA, and I don't even knew what was programming even before starting it. So I think we'll solve the question. Okay, I was just okay. So we'll start from the second last column and go till this point, right? Like the very first column. We are doing j minus 1 and pushing the values. Mm, but we can also put the conditions as we did. Okay, in this case, we are doing starting from the last column, right? But it will be the last row. So and here it can be. Now we are starting from the second last row, that is this, and column will be the first column, right? And going till like we have excluded this row, like the first row, because we have put it the sum, the value of it, the very first. Like we have to get it in a clockwise manner, right? So okay, in this case, columns will be um, sorry, j is equals to, it should be the very first column, right? So it will be zeroth column, right? Yeah, I is representing that, and we can do this, but there will be a case, right? And if someone knows how we should tackle that, then he or she can just put it into the messages. What we can do. I'm not getting the code from him. I'm just using it as a mentor. There are still some mistakes some at some point. Okay, there's a mistake in the name. This is fixed. So that is saying that okay, it is right for the first loop, right border loop. We will have to find a way to fix J. Maybe we can use okay, but how we can fix that? Like I like will we use any condition? I think we can use while uh, or while. Okay. For this, I will be rows are increasing, right? Like so, there will be an outer loop which will act as for the as the columns, right? So there will be columns -1, last column, and j is more than like it should be at the last column, right? So we select j with columns -1, and this is at the last column. We are increasing the rows and pushing the values. So syntax is a little bit wrong. Yeah. Okay, so it will not become an infinite loop, right? So we have to do that. So j is equals to columns -1, and they should not be. How we can do this? Uh, example for this second loop, fix last column, but you aren't using for loops. Okay, wait. I think we have because we have declared that variable as with this, right? So I think we don't need. That's why what it is saying, right? And here j is behaving as the last column, fixed column. And for these cases, we can do the same. I is behaving as the at the rows, and for this j, like we're at the jth column, right? So j can be equals to, mm, sorry, this j can be equals to 0. It's not getting solved, man. Oof. Okay. And today I also like learned about this in JavaScript that the scope, the scope of it will be like this will be considered as the temporal dead zone, and this will be the safe part where we can quiz time. Now we have got some new quiz. If matrix is 2 by 2, 2 by 2, left boundary for the left boundary, right? I think no. And if matrix is 1 into 5 means 1 column and 5 row, right? Uh, only the we will go row wise. Single column. Return the matrix, right? Because we already have the values in the same order. Syntax for j is equals to, what did this did fixes? But where the okay, for rows it didn't use, just it took that row, right? So we can also do this. Like instead of running it for rows, we can just remove it, right? Matrix at zeroth row and j column, right? And the error was because of we don't tell him like I is less than 1, but okay, but our logic is right after these loops. Just there's a mistake. Okay, there are some cases that is checking for. If rows is more than one, um, yeah, maybe there is only one row present in the matrix, right? So can handle that when we will traverse it with the second last value. When row will be more than one, then it will do that, right? And it will not do the same thing again. And for the left boundary, if only if it's more than one column, right? Because when there will be a right boundary, sorry, left boundary, then it will go to the right side. If not, then how it will happen? It can happen. So we can use these conditions. Okay. And it didn't happen in this case because it will go for the first row, right? And what till what columns it have, and for the right boundary, it will just traverse downwards, right? If yeah, if it has more rows, right? If it will already be on the last row, then this will not work, and these will be the checks for the cases, right? That we didn't knew about, but we got to know. So we can use these conditions if rows is more than one. This is for this, right? So this is for the bottom. Yeah, we can say the bottom traversal, which are we are doing in a backwards manner. If number of rows are more than one, then we have to do this. If number of rows will not be more than one, then we will be only traversing the same row, right? And here it will be for columns. If columns is more than one, right? In that case, we can do this. I think this is the extra. In the end, we are returning the result. So this for loop ended here. Okay, we don't even need this, right? This is for the first row, right? First row right boundary. So for the right boundary, it did took like good amount of time. Don't know why, but I think it's because of our weak implementation, like how we write the code, and it's for bottom, right? Bottom row only when rows are more than one, right? And this is for right columns, left boundary. Okay, left boundary only when columns are more than one. Unqualified ID, unexpected. syntax excuses. Okay, these are for the cases, right? Fix the issue in that loop because there's a fixed value. People have it can happen sometimes when the not every day will be like just a faster, like in a faster flow. Mm, yeah, if matrices have only one row, so it will like skip that. Yeah, we have to skip bottom and left boundary. If matrix has one column, we have to skip right and bottom boundary, right? 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9, and we pick 8, we pick 7. We just have to leave the 5, right? 5. 5 will be excluded. Single row. In that case, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Just should be the output. Okay. If matrix is like this, single column, then it will be, we will do it row wise and 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. The values will be like this. Not a 4 into 4 matrix. Boundary traversal clockwise starting from, okay, should be 1, 2, 3, 4, then 8, 12, 16, and 15, 14, 13, and 9, and 5. Have I written the right code or something is missing? Don't give me the code. I have already warned you before, but you didn't listen. 2, 3 small mistakes. Okay. Okay, yeah, we forgot to use the semicolon to just initialize. Create a vector, right? Extra curly brace. Right boundary. Yeah, at this place. So we will remove this. And I think in this case, it will be, yeah, fine. And S cases. Okay, so now we will put the conditions according to the matrix if it have only one row and or one column, right? Logic is right. Just you have to check for the S cases. So now I will have to write the code for edge cases separate, right? What I was thinking, when there will be one row, then in that case we can simply return it, and when the number of columns will be 1, then we can fill the values by increasing the rows and being at the 0th column, right? That can be a case. So what we can do is we can just check for those cases, right? If okay, maybe it have only one row, in that case, maybe I think we can return the matrix, right? After that, there will be a case for if maybe the column size. Now in this case, if matrix, the number of columns dot size is equals to 1, right? In that case, what we can do is we can run a loop, for loop, and here it will be integer I is equals to, okay, but rows will increase, right? So it will be j will be at 0th column, j is okay. What we can do, we can just use a single loop, right, for the rows. So I is equals to 0, I is less than rows, and I plus plus, and inside this we can do push back the values at matrix, from the matrix 0th, okay, ith row and 0th column, right? We can do this. This will be the fine, this will be a case, but why it's giving error, we have to figure out that. But the code long a little bit, code gone a little bit long, right? Now I have tried to handle the edge case. If it will say that okay, you have to return it into a this format, okay, then what they will do, we will just change it, this condition, into just like to push back into the result vector. That's a response states. Okay, because you already have got the size, right? So we don't have to check for it like this. I was thinking about this when I was writing the code, but I think in this case, columns, right? Right boundary. अभी छूट जाएगा तो मजा आएगा क्या? Okay, so we are back. Just the electricity is gone. Okay, the electricity is gone, and we were trying to fix this. Hmm, the right boundary. Right boundary. Okay, this is first row, right boundary, and there's an extra. Yeah, man. Just the light is flickering. So where it will be? Just the for loop is closed, right? Maybe this is right. Okay, yeah, because it's a matrix, right? I'll have to end it in this way because don't know till when electricity will come back, right? I'll just turn out of some features. Oh man, today the issues happened for 2 times, right? They're missing in single column case. Okay, okay. Great one, but why should not give error, man? It's friends. Yeah, even it's hallucinating. It's hallucinating. Minor note. Okay, we can remove those. So I can remove those if blocks. But why my code is giving wrong answer? A little change from expected. Okay. Matrix small. Bottom row. So what changes will have to make now? -1. Yeah, it should be -2, right? Okay, left boundary. That's that. Should be second last. Then why it's for just okay. It should have told us like in a very it's got solved, right? But yeah, we had to add the logic by self. So first new problem solved. It took a good amount of time to solve this. So this is solved now, and we did solve the first problem today. It was matrix boundary traversal. Okay, I will just put the revisits and what we did today. Okay, first we revisited this. Second problem that we revisited will be transpose matrix, right? That we did the new problem named as matrix boundary traversal. So we can mark it as solved. Yeah, and we were supposed to solve one new problem today, so we did that. And objective of today is completed. So first new problem. Hello, man. Welcome to the stream. You came back again. Mm, just there are like again electricity issues, and the electricity got cut. And as you can see, we have solved the very first problem today, right? Yeah, but it took don't know why that this much amount of time. Shouldn't have taken this much amount of time to be solved. But yeah, we did that. Yeah, I'm able to recognize you. Was the guy right who shared the DSA your website web app for the DSA roadmap? I'm able to recognize you. Just was saying welcome back. Because see, I'm like using my you know mobile's flashlight to just. Okay, I was just ending the stream, so yeah, just I will summarize it and I will end it today. And I did a long stream, man. Don't know how it got this much long. Even if only I've picked one problem today. and it's just got so much long. This was the problem. It is marked as easy. It was easy, but we did have to think about these, and there are some edge cases also. So we did this, and time complexity of this problem will be big of n. I think it can be big of n, but it should not be, right? I think, yeah, it should be big of n. You're right. If it's working for you, then it is useful then, right? If you are created that and if you are able to use that and it's helping you reduce the problems, then yeah, you have solved a problem, right? Even you are using it, maybe we will use it, right? You can get some contributions from other people. In the Discord, there are people like you can have interactions with them. We do have these collaborative study rooms. You can join these and maybe these channels, these off-topic channel or general. If you want, you can just get some changes in your code, like the website you did vibe coded. You can, I think you have uploaded that code on GitHub, right? So you can just pull issues like the issues you are facing. The people who are good in these things, they can fix your code or maybe the website a little bit if you want. Yeah, we can give contributions and make it more good, right? As I think if you want it, so we can do it. But yeah, I think it is helping you. That's why I've created that, right? It's good, man. It's good. Just I think you can add some more things. Yeah. I'm also working on this project, but this is not vibe coded. But it is in development phase. I will be developing it while I learn new things. Like I have started learning JavaScript nowadays. Okay, I will come. You can come in the Discord. Okay, we can have interaction there. I'm just summarizing the stream. If you want to have a discussion on something, you can tell me now, or I should end the stream because I've been doing it for the last from the last 3 hours. Today it got don't know how much this long, and there were 11 people on this. Should I end the stream, or you wanna have some discussion about something? Man, how it's showing these much comments. Okay, now it's fine. So I'm going to end the stream now. So what we did in today's stream, if I summarize it, first we revisited two problems. First one was matrix diagonal sum, and second one was transpose matrix. We did two revisits, and time complexity of both of the problems were big of n cube. Okay, after that we did solve a new problem on Geek for Geeks. Its name was matrix boundary traversal. It was an easy level problem. We did that, and its time complexity was big of n because we were using going on the cells like in this way, right? We did took a lot of time to solve this. Okay, but I got to also know about, okay, we can do this in this way, like instead of using, like I went using both the things at the same time, instead of using nested for loops. So we got to learn something new today. So this was all for today's stream. We did revisited two problems and solved one new problem today, and it was supposed to be the objective was of today was is completed now. Okay. Yeah, in the starting I did said that they will solve three problems, but I wasn't able to find those problems on LeetCode or Geek for Geeks, so we didn't solve those, right? So for now you all can like the stream, and you can consider to subscribe to the channel when you feel that, okay, this guy is learning something, or maybe we are learning something from him, or we are getting some value from him. Then you can consider to subscribe to my channel. and you don't have to subscribe right now. Only after I say, okay, go man, just go and directly subscribe to the channel. It is not right. You can continue subscribing when you feel that okay, this guy is genuine, he's doing the right things. And for now, you all can consider to sorry, I will highly recommend all of you to join the Discord server. Okay, like here, you guys share what you are doing on a daily basis. Maybe you are working on a project, you can share that, or maybe you have completed a part of your project, you can share that also. Like you can share anything. There are some, you can have interactive study here. Okay, and there are also some other things and in the Discord. So it is highly recommended more than subscribing to the channel. Okay, subscribing is just a secondary thing. It can be done anytime. Mm, and it just shows the number of subscribers, right? And please do give reviews in the comment sections, like what things should I improve, what new things should I come up with, should I change something in my explanation style, should I change something in my approach. And yeah, soon I will be starting episode 2 of the project series. Just I think in the next 2 or 3 days I will be starting episode 2 of this project series, where I started building a project from a scratch. And yeah, I do continue building that in the offline mode. So that was all. In that, I will say just keep learning and keep exploring things and just start taking actions and keep grinding. Okay, just go and start taking actions and stay